1978, I opened a meat plant. I was slaughtering cows and hogs downtown Centerville. I did that 78 and 79. 1980, I moved to the interstate to go in the jerky business and the sausage business. How I came across the meat, in 1980, I went to Arkansas to go fishing, and I ran across a smokehouse called Smokehouse. He had about 20 foot of just meat hanging. You could see it from the road. That's what made me turn around, because it caught my eye, you know. And that's how, when I got back to Centerville, I was downtown with my meat plant, and I told myself, well, the only way I'm gonna make it, I have to get on the interstate, because this stuff has to be in the interstate. People don't drive downtown Centerville. And I turned around and go look at it, and I asked Mr. Coy, would he let me work there a couple of days, and he told me no. So I said, I asked him where the motel was so I could go fishing. I come back the next day at 6 o'clock in the morning, waiting for Mr. Coy to show up to work, and I asked him again. And he says, I said, I told Mr. Coy, look, let me just work for you for 5 days. You don't have to pay me. I just want to get some experience. And he said, come put the apron on. And that's how I got started in the jerky business. But what he did after the 5 days, he gave me his recipe, and I came back to my meat plant and I was experimenting with his recipe. Well, you couldn't eat it because it would draw your mouth up because it was so salty. I said, so I told myself, he did something to me on this recipe. So I took his recipe and I cut it in half. I said, and then I got it perfect, and I called Mr. Coy up. I says, you cheated on me. I said, Mr. Coy started laughing on the phone. He says, you found out your problem. I said, yes, sir, you doubled your ingredients on me. So I cut it in half and I got your same recipe. Mr. Coy said, Woody, the only way you was gonna make it, I had to let you figure out what I did. And he said, you gonna make it now. But that's a true story too. I wanted what he had, and he had what I needed. Well, actually, the education I got, number one, because I didn't know really how to do the hams and the bacon, and I knew how to do sausage, but I didn't know how to do the hams, cure the bacon, and make the jerky. And so I needed his education, and I got it from him, every bit of it. The neat thing about Coy was, before I got out of there, the few days I did work, the man even asked me, he says, if you really want to move to Arkansas, I even put you to work and pay you decent. That's how the man wanted me to stay. No, I worked like a dog, man. Ooh, I worked hard. I kept up with him and kept sending him pictures of how I was doing, and of course he even invited me to come buy him out and take it over. I said, no, I'm staying in Texas. Never went fishing. Never put a hook in the water. And pulled my boat and everything. And never put the boat in the water. I stayed right there until I come home. But that was the key of my success, was meeting Coy Smokehouse. What it was. It wasn't that I just jumped out here and started making jerky. I got the experience from that man right there. The beef jerky was number one that got it started. Okay, then I got off into the smoked sausage and all types of summer sauces, and that really took off. But beef jerky is what got the company started from day one. Okay, how the name got started. My dad was a retired Navy man. And when he was in the Navy, his real name was Roy Wood, but his nickname was Woody. So when he was in the service, that's how I picked up the Woody name for Woody Smokehouse. It really came from my dad's side. And I picked it, that's a good name, Woody. I'm gonna put Woody Smokehouse. And that's how the company really got the name Woody, because of my dad. Yeah. It works. Well, and if you notice, there's a lot of competition. You know, you got to get a name that Woody's. Now you got the company Bucky's. You follow me? You see my point? You got to have that last. It got to hit you. And, you know, you can't have just some John Smokehouse. Well, that don't mean nothing. That Woody's, it sticks out there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Of course, believe me, I've got a lot of customers that know me. I don't know them really that good. But if people call me by my real name, they don't know me. Nobody ever called me by my real name. You know, 40-something years in business, that's all you go by. You kind of get used to it. Right. Yeah. My wife does call me by my real name. She does. Yes, she does. Behind the scenes, we definitely cook every piece of barbecue in the back of the store, which is it's the same building, but it's in the back of the store. And then behind the barbecue business that we cook all the barbecue on is the meat plant where we make the sausage and all the other stuff that we sell in the meat case. That's really what's behind the scenes. And the internet is done in our big warehouse. That's behind the store. So it's the same building, but it's all connected to one big building. That's really what's behind the scenes of the whole store. Yes. I like coming here because I like the people that come in. You know, we got 85 people that work for the company, but the customers, I really like mingling with them because you learn a lot from customers. Because see, when I first built this one, I only had 4 stalls for the lady and I had 4 stalls for the men. And of course, when I came out of the office, I kept hearing all these women say, well, he don't have it 4 stalls. And that's when I remodeled it and I put 12 stalls in the ladies and 12 in the men. You see what I'm saying? And then that's when it just kept growing from there. The company kept growing from there. And, well, with the fuel outside and then the jerky business, and then as I started growing the company, the customers came, why don't you sell barbecue? What do you know, it ties in with your company. And that's how the company got tied in with the barbecue. And then all these other sandwiches, and that's when I added in the sandwich department. So that when they came here, the kids want a sandwich, they get a sandwich. If daddy wants a barbecue, he get barbecue. Or if the mama wants hamburgers, they get hamburgers. We got it all in one big building. And I never walk up to a customer when he's eating a plate of food. I wait till he gets finished, there's nothing there but bones, and I walk up, how was your meal? I said, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna tell me it was good. See my point? Yeah. I never walk up to somebody when they're eating. Right. Let them get finished, and then I go introduce myself, ask them how the food was. Yeah. A lot of them coming in now with the certain types can't eat the bread because of what it's got in the bread. So now we also make a hamburger with no bread. That's gone over real big. That's all it is, lettuce burger. You laugh about it, but it's really gone over big. It really has, yep. There's no bread. They take a fork, eat it. It's the only thing that's missing is the bread. They're happy. Got a happy customer, they never quit talking, they keep talking. Constantly. Every person that comes in this store, if you got them happy, when they leave, they're gonna tell 25 people, stop at Woody's, you'll enjoy it. So I don't know, I try to keep, I want everybody that works for my company to greet you when you come in and greet you when you go out. I don't care if they don't say, have a nice day, just give them some reason that you're glad they come. You know, if you greet them when they come in and you greet them when they go out, that is so easy just to say that few words. Have a good day or thank you for coming. A lot of people don't even say nothing. This company's not that way. We are a friendly store. Yes. That pistol out there was a customer came through here, I believe it was 18 years ago, and had that gun on a trailer, a rusted trailer. The gun was all rusted, and he come in here and wanted to sell it to me. So I walked out there and looked at it, and I asked this guy, what do you want for it? The guy said, I want $8,000 for it. I just turned around and walked away from him. So he come in here and said, what you give me for it? I said, man, $1,000 for the trailer, $1,000 for the gun. That's all. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. So he said, if you give me cash money and fill my truck up, I'm gonna unload it. I said, come on, pull it in the back of the store. I said, I put it in my barn for 5 years. I took it out of the barn, took it to Spitz in Houston, had it redone, put all the cosmetics around it, and put Woody Smokehouse on it, and I'm still smoking on it. That's how I ended up with the pit. I mean, it's a sad thing you say that. The guy that I bought it from, he had just got out of the state penitentiary, and I gave him cash. Before he got to Dallas where he was headed, he got pulled over by the law, and they put him back in jail because he had cash money, and they thought he was in the drug business again. 2 days later, his sister called me and asked me, did I buy it? I said, yes. You give me cash? He said, would you please notify the judge? And I said, because I made him give me a bill of sale and everything, and sent it to him, and I did, and they let him out. That's the story on that pit. But I don't think he's around no more. I think he finally passed away. But that's the story on that pit, man. It sat in my barn for 5 years. I just got tired of looking at it, and I finally, I'm going to take this thing and use it and get somebody to really do it upright. And it's been, it goes all, most of the football games, I take it to the tailgate on, the football games. We have a good time on it.
Operation?
Well, just take it and go. You know, everybody, that's Woody Smokehouse pit over there. Go over and get some of that free sausage you can give it away. It's word of mouth again, man. That's it. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's really the history of the whole company.